Dear friend, this message is the universe guiding you toward wealth. In the next 100 days, favorable stars will illuminate your career, bringing promotions, salary increases, and opportunities. Remember, action ignites opportunity. Like and comment financial pathways or career ascension to channel prosperity. This will multiply your worth, bringing recognition and rewards. Claim your success. Have you ever been startled by a sudden, unexplained ringing in your ears that seemed to come from nowhere? That peculiar moment that made you stop whatever you were doing and wonder what it could possibly mean. What if I told you this seemingly random occurrence might actually be a profound spiritual message, a divine whisper specifically encoded for you, waiting patiently to be understood and interpreted? This fascinating phenomenon, often dismissed in our busy modern world as nothing more than an annoyance, has been shrouded in mystery and imbued with deep significance throughout countless cultures and across millennia. These ancient interpretations might contain precious wisdom, specifically meant to guide us through our contemporary challenges and transformations. In our journey together, we'll explore the rich historical, cultural, and metaphysical dimensions of ear ringing, what medical professionals clinically label as tinnitus, but what spiritual traditions worldwide recognize as something far more significant and meaningful. From medieval beliefs about angelic messengers to Eastern philosophies that view it as evidence of spiritual awakening, this curious auditory experience transcends simple medical explanations. Come with me as we discover what practical actions you might take when this mysterious ringing visits your ears, and how you can decipher the potential messages it might be delivering specifically for your life's journey. Part 1. Historical and cultural significance of ear ringing in ancient Rome and Greece. In the magnificent ancient civilizations that formed the foundation of Western culture, ear ringing was regarded with profound reverence and spiritual significance. The Romans, those meticulous observers of natural signs and omens, interpreted the experience of ringing in one's ears as direct communication from the divine realm. Imagine their wonder. They genuinely believed these sensations represented the gods themselves whispering sacred secrets directly into the ears of carefully chosen mortals, a direct conduit to divine wisdom and guidance. This captivating concept of supernatural communication through physical sensations wasn't unique to Rome. Similar beliefs thread through the philosophical traditions of ancient Greece, where great thinkers and mystics contemplated the mysterious origins of these sudden auditory phenomena, viewing them as sacred bridges connecting the mortal world with the divine realms beyond ordinary perception. As we travel forward through the corridors of time to the Middle Ages, interpretations of ear ringing take on an even more specific spiritual dimension. Throughout medieval Europe, common people and nobles alike believed that experiencing these mysterious sounds meant angels were speaking directly to you. This wasn't considered casual communication. These angelic messages were interpreted as profound guidance or urgent warnings, meant to protect and direct you through life's uncertain journey. These interpretations reflect a world completely saturated with spiritual meaning, where every natural phenomenon carried purpose and divine significance quite different from our often mechanistic modern worldview. Traveling eastward across continents, we discover that the spiritual significance of ear ringing expands into even more intricate and nuanced cosmologies. Within the rich traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism, such auditory events are frequently recognized as powerful indicators of spiritual awakening or significant shifts in your personal energy field. A ringing in your left ear, for example, might symbolize that your life path is about to undergo an important transformation, perhaps urging you to listen more attentively to your intuition, that inner voice of wisdom that always knows which way to turn when you face life's crossroads. Ancient Chinese wisdom offers an especially detailed tapestry of meanings related to ear ringing. In this tradition, which ear experiences the sensation plays a crucial role in interpreting the specific message being transmitted. A ringing in your right ear might foretell good fortune approaching on your horizon, while sensations in the left ear might indicate more personal, internal transformations about to unfold in your spiritual journey. These interpretations connect beautifully to the fundamental belief in a harmonious cosmos, where humans exist in constant, dynamic relationship with the energetic forces surrounding them. As a fascinating historical side note, renowned figures like Leonardo da Vinci and Charles Darwin reportedly experienced episodes of ear ringing throughout their lives. Perhaps we could playfully suggest that if you're experiencing similar sensations, you're walking in the footsteps of humanity's greatest geniuses. Though offered with a smile, this observation highlights how common and potentially significant such experiences have been throughout human history, even among those whose brilliant insights have fundamentally shaped our understanding of the world. In this first segment of our exploration, we've traveled across time and culture to understand how something as seemingly simple as ringing in the ears might carry profound implications for our spiritual lives. As we continue forward, we'll explore contemporary spiritual interpretations, seeking to connect ancient wisdom with modern understanding in ways that might illuminate your own personal experiences with this mysterious phenomenon. Part 2. Modern Spiritual Interpretations and Awakening in Contemporary Spirituality. In today's vibrant spiritual communities and consciousness movements, ear ringing is frequently reported by individuals experiencing profound personal transformations, what many describe as a spiritual awakening. This intriguing phenomenon is widely considered by seekers and teachers alike to be a significant indicator that you're elevating into a higher state of consciousness. According to contemporary metaphysical practitioners and spiritual guides, the ringing functions as a kind of cosmic alarm clock, gently awakening you to deeper transcendent potentials and connections you may not have previously recognized within yourself. The experience of ear ringing can manifest differently for different people, but it's typically differentiated by which ear perceives the sensation. Have you noticed ringing specifically in your right ear? Many spiritual traditions associate this with internal transformation signals from your own soul or higher self demanding attention, or indicating important energetic shifts within your subtle body systems. Conversely, that distinctive ringing in your left ear might represent external communication often interpreted as the universe, spirit guides, or higher dimensional beings attempting to convey important messages directly to you. Isn't it remarkable how specific these interpretations can be across different traditions? Just as our ancestors believed divine beings communicated through physical sensations, many modern spiritual practitioners interpret ear ringing as direct messages from spirit guides or ethereal entities. For instance, a sudden, unexpected ringing in your left ear might indicate that a compassionate guide from beyond the physical realm is present, offering wisdom or cautioning you about a particular situation you're currently navigating. This phenomenon invites you to become more receptive and attentive to the subtle energies and messages that constantly flow through your everyday existence, if only you're willing to attune your awareness to receive them. Personal stories about these experiences are abundant and often deeply moving. Countless individuals recount how acknowledging and responding to these auditory signals led them to make significant and timely changes that positively transformed their lives. Some report that following the guidance implied by the ringing led them to discover unexpected opportunities or avoid potential difficulties, suggesting a beautiful synchronicity between their actions and a higher guided path. Others have felt these sounds provided reassurance or confirmation during periods of uncertainty, playing a vital role in their spiritual and personal decision-making processes. These contemporary interpretations of ear ringing resonate powerfully with ancient traditions, highlighting the interconnectedness of all existence and the presence of unseen forces that influence our lives in ways we're only beginning to comprehend. Through this lens, ancient wisdom and modern spirituality find common ground, suggesting that our ancestors and we are perhaps more similar than different in our experiences of the mystical and transcendent realms of existence. As we explore these spiritual insights together, I encourage you to approach them with an open mind and heart. Whether you view these occurrences as purely physiological or deeply spiritual in nature, acknowledging the impact and potential meaning of such experiences expands your understanding of human perception and its many wonderful mysteries. Through this exploration, we glimpse a world alive with signals and messages awaiting your discernment and interpretation. This perspective invites those experiencing spiritual awakenings to listen more deeply, not only to the sounds of the physical world, but also to the subtle whispers of your inner being and the gentle guidance of the cosmos that may be trying to lead you toward your highest potential and most fulfilling life path. Part 3. Scientific and Psychological Perspective. While spiritual interpretations offer rich symbolic insights into ear ringing, it's valuable for us to also examine the scientific and physiological perspectives on this common phenomenon. Medically termed tinnitus, this condition is characterized by perceiving sound in your ears when no external sound source is actually present in your environment. From a medical standpoint, it's typically considered a symptom rather than a disease itself, potentially triggered by various factors including exposure to loud environments, ear infections, emotional stress, and even certain medications that might be part of your current health regimen. From a biological perspective, the remarkable process of hearing involves incredibly sensitive structures within your ear that transform air vibrations into neural signals your brain interprets as sound. When these delicate structures become damaged or stressed, they can erroneously transmit these signals even in the absence of actual external sound stimuli. This scientific framework provides a grounding explanation, suggesting that ear ringing, in many instances, may be related to physiological factors rather than supernatural ones. Yet couldn't both perspectives contain elements of truth that complement rather than contradict each other? Exploring deeper into the fascinating intersection between mind and body, psychological factors can significantly influence or intensify your experience of tinnitus. Stress and anxiety are frequently identified as triggers or amplifiers of ear ringing. Have you noticed this connection in your own life experiences? This relationship highlights the powerful influence our mental and emotional states have on our physical sensations, creating an intriguing bridge between psychological well-being and somatic symptoms. Psychological research suggests that during periods of heightened stress or emotional intensity, your body's natural fight-or-flight response can heighten sensory awareness, including auditory sensitivity. Furthermore, your focus on and reaction to tinnitus can create a self-reinforcing cycle, where anxiety about hearing the ringing can actually intensify the symptom itself, a phenomenon well documented in cognitive behavioral research. This suggests a complex interplay, where both physical and psychological factors are deeply interconnected in the experience of tinnitus, offering a more nuanced understanding that bridges conventional medicine and subjective lived experience. Recognizing these biopsychosocial dimensions opens promising pathways for managing ear ringing, especially for those whose tinnitus is exacerbated by psychological factors. Practices such as mindfulness meditation have demonstrated remarkable effectiveness in helping individuals cope with the distress associated with persistent tinnitus. By cultivating a state of non-judgmental awareness, you may discover you can detach from the frustration and irritation typically associated with the ringing, significantly reducing its impact on your daily life and emotional well-being. Additionally, cognitive behavioral techniques that help transform negative thought patterns related to tinnitus can substantially reduce its perceived intensity and disruptiveness. Understanding tinnitus through this psychological lens empowers you to explore treatments addressing both mind and body, leading to more holistic and effective management of these auditory experiences that can sometimes be distressing. The integration of scientific, medical, and psychological perspectives with spiritual interpretations provides a wonderfully comprehensive view of ear ringing. By considering tinnitus through these multiple lenses, we develop a more complete understanding of what might be influencing this complex experience in your life's journey. Whether you choose to interpret your ear ringing through spiritual, psychological, or physiological frameworks, or perhaps an integration of all three, the key is recognizing the interconnectedness of these dimensions and approaching your experience with curiosity and openness rather than frustration or fear. As we move from understanding tinnitus to exploring practical, spiritual, and lifestyle adjustments, we embrace a broader spectrum of knowledge and solutions that can help harmonize your inner and outer worlds. This integration not only deepens our understanding, but also enhances your ability to respond to your body's signals in thoughtful and nurturing ways, honoring both the scientific evidence and the mystery of this common, yet enigmatic human experience. Part 4. Practical guidance on handling spiritually ear ringing. When confronted with the mysterious experience of ear ringing, I've discovered it's incredibly valuable to begin with personal reflection and mindfulness practices. Take a moment to ask yourself, under what specific circumstances does the ringing typically occur in your experience? Does it tend to happen during periods of heightened stress or emotional intensity? Or perhaps it emerges when you're peaceful and contemplative? Identifying these patterns can offer powerful insights into what the ear ringing might be signifying in your spiritual journey or daily existence. The practice of mindfulness, that beautiful art of being fully present and aware without judgment, can be particularly beneficial when experiencing these auditory phenomena. This approach allows you to observe your experiences with clarity and openness, creating space for deeper understanding. For those of you experiencing ear ringing, mindful awareness might reveal surprising insights about your spiritual or emotional state. Have you noticed whether the ringing changes in intensity during meditation or prayer? Could this variation be offering clues about where to direct your spiritual attention? The discoveries might be truly illuminating for your path. Incorporating specific spiritual practices when ringing occurs can also be tremendously helpful in working with these experiences. Some find comfort in reciting affirmations or prayers when the ringing begins, using this moment as a sacred opportunity to connect with spiritual guides or their higher consciousness. Others prefer grounding techniques, such as walking barefoot in nature or holding crystals, to help realign their personal energy with the natural world. I'm genuinely curious, what practices have you found helpful for feeling centered and connected when you experience this phenomenon in your own life? Has anyone in our spiritual community experienced ear ringing that coincided with major life transitions or significant decisions? What meanings or interpretations did you find most helpful during those transformative times? Sharing these experiences creates a supportive network of understanding, where we can learn from each other's spiritual journeys and feel less isolated in these mysterious experiences that science doesn't fully explain. Additionally, if ear ringing has become a regular occurrence in your life, how have you adapted to its presence? What significance have you personally attached to these sounds? Do you view them as gentle nudges from the universe, reminders from your higher self, or perhaps as energetic shifts in your consciousness? Approaching these occurrences with curiosity and openness rather than concern can transform your relationship with them, potentially revealing insights and guidance that might otherwise remain hidden from your awareness. As we conclude our exploration of the spiritual and practical dimensions of ear ringing, it's evident that this phenomenon beautifully connects ancient wisdom with modern understanding, scientific observation with spiritual experience. Whether you interpret your ear ringing as a physiological event, a spiritual message, or something that bridges both realms. What matters most is your personal relationship with the experience and the meaning you discover within it for your unique life journey. Remember, dear friend, our universe is profoundly interconnected, and experiences like ear-ringing may serve as bridges between different levels of awareness, inviting you to explore the unseen dimensions of existence and perhaps understand a little more about the magnificent mystery of consciousness itself. The next time you notice that familiar ringing, I encourage you to pause and listen deeply, not just with your physical ears, but with your intuition and spiritual awareness. What messages might be waiting for you in that moment of connection between worlds? If you found this exploration valuable for your spiritual journey, please support our channel by liking and subscribing. Consider joining our Patreon community or membership program for exclusive content and deeper dives into these fascinating spiritual phenomena. Don't forget to visit our Better Life store for inspiring products designed to support your personal growth and spiritual practice. Thank you for sharing this path of discovery with me today.